So a bit of a surprise find whilst I was sorting through some bulk Lego was these 4 part-built Bionicle and Hero Factory figures. So I'm going to spend a bit of time going through identifying what each of them are, and then we'll see how complete they are and maybe see what they're worth for resale on somewhere like eBay. So I've done an initial bit of research to find out what these figures are, and we'll start from left to right. So we've got this one here, this orange one. It looks like one of the Hero Factory figures. So that's Jetbug, set 2183. Then we have a Bionicle figure here, this white one, with the kind of icy spike things. This one is set 8988 and Gelu. Then we've got another Bionicle set here, or figure here. That is set 7137, and that's Piraka. And then this one here took a bit more research, this blue figure. This one, I think, is a Hero Factory figure. And I think it was actually the driver from within set 7160, which is the Hero Factory Dropship. So what I think I'm going to do is print off the parts lists from Bricklink for each of these, take them apart, go through the parts piece by piece, see how complete they are, and then get them rebuilt. So I'll show you the steps as I do that. Let's get started. Okay, so we've got the parts laid out on the table now. I'm going to go through and quickly tick off what we've got and what we haven't got. So starting at the top, we've only got 1 foot, so I'll mark that down as 1. We do then have all 4 of those pieces, all 4 of those, three of those. We have this pretty decent looking printed piece. And we've got the main torso piece. We don't have any of these Technic axles. We've got what looks like a light grey one, but we don't have any black ones, so we'll put that to one side for the moment. We've got 4 of these axle connectors, 2 of the bright light orange arms, 2 of the bright light orange pieces of armour, and then the headpiece, and then 2 of the larger torso pieces of armour in bright light orange again. Then we're missing a couple of light bluish grey axle connectors. The shield cap, I think, is that piece. So we've got that. We've got 2 of these weapon accessories. Oh, it's machine armour. We've only got 1 of these half claw weapon pieces. So we'll mark that down as 1. Then we've got 2 of these projectile launchers. Got them. Next page, we don't have the ball. We do have these 2 pieces. And we should have 14 of these spikes. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've only got 9 of those. We've got 4 of the Technic axles. We've got 1 of the trans pieces of armour. And then the other larger trans piece of armour. And then they're just extra parts. So we've got a few bits missing, but I think I'll go through my bulk and see if I can just pull them out quickly. Don't think I'm going to have the ball, but the other pieces might all be in there, so we'll go through that and see if we can get enough pieces to build this a bit more complete. Right, on to the next one. And now on to Gelu, set 8988. So we have one of those ball joints. We have 11 Technic pins. We have 6 blue Technic axles. We have a Bionicle hip piece, Bionicle upper torso piece, 2 leg pieces, 4 of these axles with pin connectors, 2 of these smaller pieces. That's them there. We're missing the ball again. That's a spiked ball. I don't think I've ever seen that in my bulk Lego anywhere, so I don't think we're going to have that. A pearlite grey chest cover. Then we have the ice shield pieces, 2 of those. And then the ice slicer pieces, that's those pieces. 2 of the projectile launchers. 1 spin wheel with numbers, a little skull. 2 small red Technic axles. Trans blue head. Some chest armor. Then on page 2 we have 2 fist pieces. 2 feet. The mask. And then we've got 2 thigh covers. There should be 4 of those, but we've only got 2, so I'll mark that down as 2. And then 2 of the lower leg sections, and we've got them. That's just extra pieces. So again, pretty complete, and I'll see if I can dig out those last couple of bits from my bulk stock. Now let's have a quick go through Piraka's pieces, see if we've got all of them. So we've got 2 arms, 2 legs, the spiky, so the spines with the mask, there's the mask bit there. Two fists, 2 feet, the torso piece, a light bluish grey Technic double pin connector thing. Then we're missing pearl gold armor, but we do have 1 half of the weapon, the other half of the weapon, and then the head. So it looks like there's only 1 bit missing from that one. So again, I'll see if I can dig that out and get this one built. And then the last figure is this dropship driver, which I'm not going to take apart and rebuild at the moment because he is part of a much larger set. So going through the inventory on Bricklink and identifying which parts are for the driver as opposed to the actual dropship itself, it's going to be a bit more tricky. So You never know, I might even find all the parts for the dropship in my bulk, but we'll keep him as he is for the moment and then decide what to do with him a bit later. So now I'm going to go digging through all my bulk to see if we can find all those missing pieces and complete a few of these sets. Now that we've rebuilt these, let's have a bit of a look, see what we've got, see what's missing, and see what kind of value these may reach on eBay or somewhere like that. So it's been kind of mixed results really. And let's start with set 2193, that's Jetbug. I might have said earlier set 2183, but it's actually 2193. And I did manage to find the instructions in a stack of instruction manuals that I had. So that was pretty good. Helped me get it built quite easily. I did find a couple of the missing parts, but the main bit that is still missing is one of his feet. So it's quite an important piece really. So I don't think he's worth selling on in his current state. I'll probably keep him to one side and see if the foot shows up in all of my other bulk parts that I've got. But other than that, I think it was complete, apart from another one of these little spikes here. Needs to go into that slot there. I'm sure I'll have one of them kicking around somewhere, so I'll keep an eye out for that. And we'll keep him to one side. I think once he's got his missing foot and the missing spike, he'd probably be worth maybe £10 to £15 on eBay. So that's not too bad. Let's pop him to one side. The second set that we've rebuilt is set 8988. That's Gelu. So this one again is almost complete. You can see pretty good there. What he is missing though is 2 of the arm guards, which would go here and I think here. They're the same piece as these leg guards, but I only had 2 of them. There should be 4. So the 3rd and 4th should be there and there. Other than that, he's also complete. And there he is. I think he's worth a little bit more if I was to sell him on eBay. Probably £15 to £20. Maybe towards the £15 mark with those missing pieces. No instructions and no box. I was quite surprised I did actually manage to find the spiky ball that he has. So this one I may well list him on eBay for sale. Might have another quick look through all my parts, see if I can find the arm guards. But other than that, yeah, tempted to sell him. And then the other one that I rebuilt was this smaller one here. This is set 7137 Piraka. The figure itself is all complete, but should come with a little gold piece accessory that I think does clip on the front, but that bit was definitely missing. No sign of that in my spare parts. And this is a much more basic and small figure, so I think to resell this figure, maybe only £10 on eBay. But yeah, again, may list him for sale or may keep him and see if I can build another few figures and sell them in a bit of a bundle. And then the final figure, I didn't rebuild this one because I didn't have all of the parts. As I mentioned earlier, this is a few parts within a larger dropship set. So it's from set 7160. That's the dropship. I think I'm definitely going to put this figure to one side and just see if some of the other parts for the dropship start showing up. The set itself, 7160, if it is complete and I do manage to piece together all the parts, it's probably worth more like £30, maybe more than that. So £30+. It's quite a bigger set. I think there's 300 or 400 parts to it. So I think I'll definitely be keeping this figure to one side, see if any of those other parts start showing up. But yeah, that's it, those 4 figures. Bit of a surprise to start finding them in my bulk, but yep. Nice bit of a change from working on the city. And there we go. 4 Bionicle figures researched and rebuilt. Hopefully you've enjoyed that small distraction from my city build videos. I've enjoyed investigating these and researching these, definitely. And yeah, if you've enjoyed that, leave me a message. If you'd like to see me search for more and piece together more sets from my used parts, let me know. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.